Hi, I'm Aarti from the Love Yoga Studio. Thanks for joining me today. This will be a 20-minute leg and hip Vinyasa flow for all levels. Just do what you can. You don't have to do everything perfectly or force yourself into any position that feels uncomfortable. So finding a comfortable position on your mat, back nice and straight, shoulders down. Close your eyes and just breathe deeply. Try not to think about anything you did before, and don't think about anything that you'll be doing afterwards. Just center yourself in the present moment. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. And letting your head hang loose, lightly sway side to side, bringing one ear closer to your shoulder and the other ear closer to the other shoulder. At your own rhythm, and slowly allow the chin to come into the movement, bringing your chin up to the shoulder and back down again, a few times on each side. And tilting your head from one side to the other. Again, one ear closer to one shoulder and the other ear closer to the other shoulder. Shoulders nice and loose. Hands in pranamasana. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sliding your right hand, palm facing up, until your elbow reaches the ground. Left arm draws nice big circular movements. Inhale up, exhale down. One more. Inhale up, exhale down. Move on to the other side. Palm facing upward. Right arm reaches up. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. And coming into center, stretching your back up, making any movement that makes you feel comfortable, opening up your chest. You can stretch out the legs, point and flex the feet, and make little circles with your ankles. Slowly warming the body up and preparing to stand, bending one leg first, making fists and pushing the ground, lifting the glutes, bending the other leg, and gently stretching out the legs, separating the feet a little, letting the head and the arms hang loose, activating the glutes, and rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. And coming into our sun salutations to the higher part of the mat. Tilting your pelvis slightly forward, making sure that you're not poking the glutes too far back. Back nice and straight, shoulders down. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Bend the knees gently. Inhale to get some impulse. Hasta Uttanasana. And exhale down into Padahastasana. Inhale, half lift. And step or jump back into downward facing dog. You can bend the knees and come down in Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale up in Bhujangasana. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a big step or jump up to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, Hasta Uttanasana, up, and exhale into Tadasana. Inhale, exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, reaching up, chest towards the sky, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, coming all the way down. It doesn't matter if you can't reach the ground. You can grab onto your legs or bend your knees slightly. Come into plank, let the knees come to the ground, chest comes to the ground. Slide forward and upward into cobra, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a step forward, inhale halfway. Exhale. Inhale, big impulse up, and exhale into Tadasana. Inhale, half lift, step or jump back into downward facing dog, making sure the back is nice and straight. Coming into plank and bending those knees. Chest comes down into the ground, elbows tucked in. Inhale in Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, half lift. Inhale, reach up. And exhale into Tadasana. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Step or jump back. Downward facing dog. Plank, Ashtanga Namaskara. Sliding into Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale into Tadasana. Right hand on your heart, left hand on top of your right hand. Make nice round circles. Close your eyes and connect with yourself. You can change the direction of the circles of your little heart massage. And let everything shake loose. Coming back to the top of the mat, feet close together or hip width apart, shoulders nice and back, standing straight in Tadasana. Hugging the elbows, inhaling and lifting the elbows up. Try not to lose the straight back. Try not to push the glutes out. And in this position, inhaling with your arms as back as they'll go without hurting yourself. Remain hugging your elbows. Bend the knees. Incline your chest forwards a little bit and begin to pulse in Utkatasana, chair pose. Remember to breathe. Hands come into prayer position. Right elbow towards left knee. Try and look up. It's okay if you can't reach, but just generally try and twist your body towards the left. Holding this position, right leg takes big step back. Remember to breathe. You can open the arms if you like. Hands return in Pranamasana, return to center, and come into a warrior one. Arms in line with the ears, and gently pulse. Inhale up, exhale down. Incline your chest forward, arms come in line with the hips, back straight. And bend and straighten the back leg. Inhale and exhale. Hands come towards the floor. That right knee can now rest on the ground. Arms come inwards from the left knee, resting that back foot. And again, inhale, lift the body, lift the legs. Exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. And lifting that back leg, inhale up, exhale down. Your right hand comes into the center of the mat. Left hand reaches for the foot. It's okay if you can't reach your foot. You can also use bands in this position. And for a further stretch, you can try and pull the foot a little bit closer to the glutes without hurting yourself. Find your stability, and if possible, raise your right arm. Release the position. Arms come back down to the ground. Rest that right knee to the ground and stretch out that left leg. Try and keep your back nice and straight. If you want to feel a further stretch, keep your foot in flex. Inhale and reach a little further down. Project your chest towards your knee. You can also use blocks under your hands in this position. Preparing your hands on the mat, coming into a three-legged dog. A few little ankle circles here. And bending that left leg, plank position, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale up, exhale down. Finally, your left knee comes towards your left wrist. Your left ankle comes towards your right wrist. Release your right leg. And just feel a stretch here in pigeon pose. You can stay up with your arms or come down onto your forearms. Try and keep your right knee straight towards the floor. Gently sliding your left foot closer towards the pelvis. Coming back up and bending that right knee. Try and find your balance in this position. It's a little tricky. If you need, you can put a block under the glutes. And generally try and keep your hips square, facing forward. Left arm comes into the center of the mat. Right arm tries to reach the foot. You can also use a band in this position. Gently pulling the foot towards the glutes. Try and see if you can lift your left arm. Gently release the posture and come back into plank pose. Chaturanga. You can also bend your knees to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a step or jump up to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale into Tadasana. Once again, hugging your elbows and trying to remain as straight as possible with your back. You don't have to reach your arms as far back as I do, just whatever feels comfortable. Bending the knees, inclining your chest above the knees, and pulse. Remember to breathe. Hands come into Pranamasana. Left elbow reaches towards right knee. You can open your arms if you like or remain here in Pranamasana with your hands. Holding this position, left leg takes a big step back. Try and look up if you can. Coming back into center, arms in line with the ears, back straight, and breathe and pulse. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Incline your chest forward above that right knee, arms in line with the hips, and bend and stretch the left leg. Hands come to the ground, resting that knee onto the ground. And lifting and lowering the hips and the leg. Inhale up, exhale down. Bending that left knee, bringing your foot up towards the glutes. Left arm comes into the center of the mat. Right arm reaches the foot if you can. If not, you can use elastic bands. And trying to pull the foot towards the glutes. Try and find your balance here. You can lift the left arm if possible. And breathe. Hands come back down to the mat. Release that left foot and stretching out your right leg. Back nice and straight. Inhale, exhale, project your chest towards your knee. If you want to feel more of a stretch, keep that foot in flex. You can use blocks under your hands to remain straight with your back. Hands come down onto the mat and prepare to come into three-legged dog. Ankle circles in three-legged dog and bringing that knee towards the chest, sliding forward with your shoulders so that they come hovering just over your wrists. Inhale up, exhale down. Your right knee comes towards your right wrist. Your right ankle comes towards your left wrist. Trying to keep your leg at 90 degrees, as much as possibly comfortable for you. Keep that left knee face down on the ground and feel this hip stretch. You can stay up if you like or come down onto your forearms. If holding your balance here is a little difficult, you can put a block or a towel under the right glute. And coming back up, bringing that right foot a little closer towards the pelvis, lifting that left foot, finding your balance. Trying to bring that left foot a little closer towards the glute. Your right arm comes into the center of the mat, left arm reaches towards left foot. And trying to find your balance here. Remember, you can always put a towel or a block underneath your right glute. And lifting that right arm if you can, trying to keep your hips square facing forward. Gently releasing the position, hands come down to the ground. Back into plank pose. Chaturanga with straight legs or bent knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps towards the left hand, left foot steps towards the right hand. Bend your knees and come into sitting. Back nice and straight. Coming into balance, back nice and straight. You can keep the legs bent or straighten them if you like. Remember to breathe. Try and open all the way that you can without resting on the ground and come back into boat pose. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And bringing your chest towards the knees. Hugging the knees, stretching the back, and gently rolling down onto the mat. Making sure your right shoulder doesn't come off the mat. You can bend that right knee over towards the left side and help with your left hand. And gently turning over to the other side. Making sure your left shoulder doesn't come off the mat, bending that left knee, pulling your left knee with your right hand closer towards the mat, and you can look over towards your left side. Gently coming into Shavasana, palms facing upward, heels facing inwards, and breathe. Let the abdomen rise and fall naturally. Relax every part of your body. And gently waking the body, moving the fingers and the toes, and allowing the body to stretch however it feels, and gently pushing your elbows back onto the mat and coming into a seated position. Back nice and straight. And just find your center for a moment. Hands in Pranamasana. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.